Carrie and Jen here from Homesteadhow. Our good friends just called us. They planted 80,000 seeds, and tonight it's going to be freezing out. It shouldn't be this cold in the middle of March. They may lose everything if we can't get some heat in their greenhouse. They asked us if we could help, and Jen and I gathered some supplies. We're going to head on over there right now and see what we can do. Jen here and family, and we're heading over to our Amish friend's house. They are doing their big seedling planting today. They actually already did their onions and tomatoes, and today they're doing a whole bunch of flowers that they sell in the produce auction, and they invited us to come along and learn about the whole process. So come learn with us, Homesteadhow, in today's episode. So this is all going to be flowers?
This is the onions.
Okay.
We just hang the flowers in the top, then the bottom part is for our vegetables.
Okay. Are your onions okay? I remember you saying something with the seeds.
Yeah, they're okay. They were a little stiff. It was a little bit stiff last night, but I think they'll be okay. So yeah, we just go through and decide what goes together in the basket, then we make 12 of each variety. I mean, if we do something, we do 12 of those baskets.
Wow. That is cool. So where do you get your
we could start these from our own, but then we'd have to heat it all through the winter.
Okay.
So there's large greenhouses, and these actually come out of, I think these come out of Minnesota somewhere.
When did you open this up? Like, do you have to be out here? Do you have the plastic up in winter?
Yeah.
You got to keep the snow clear, or is it pretty good at falling down?
Yeah, it's pretty good at falling down. Yeah. This year the seed was not palatine. I mean, that's a really fine seed. So all these trays, it was just a lot. So we just got, we asked some of the neighbors to come help one night. And so we did most of them that night.
Wow. Okay.
It's just so hard to heat a greenhouse with nothing in it.
Yeah.
The more plants you get in it, that all helps to hold the heat. There's a couple, see, here's a couple that got too cold. I think they'll snap back out, but it was pretty close. But I think by far the majority will be perfectly fine. What do you call them? Carnivore daisies.
How did your day finish up yesterday?
Pretty good. We didn't, we went logging yet before we were done.
Okay.
Quite finished the last job.
Yeah, I appreciate you letting me come with. That was really good.
Yeah, it was okay.
It was so impressive. I keep saying, but that was like an English crew cutting a tree down. It'd be like standing around for 3 days. I don't know if we could pull that down, pull some permits. I wasn't even ready. I looked up and he's all the way up in the tree out here.
Well, that's what I like, climbing up there.
Yeah. I was joking with him because we were by the bakery.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't understand Pennsylvania Dutch, so I heard a bunch of talking, and then I heard the word donut. And I was like,
Yeah.
some sort of negotiation just went down, and then they brought out donuts.
Well, Leon just told him, you know, we got several more trees to take down there. He said, we'll just write this down and give you the bill when we're done, but we need one down payment today. And he says, is it a donut? And I said, no, it's donuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can, if you want to plant a couple baskets, we'll get you the flowers and you can put them in there. And,
Yeah, no, we'd like to learn.
Yeah, for sure.
So these are all flower?
Yeah, this is so
arrangements?
cool. Yeah, so she picks which one she wants to put in them. She said these two, and then she's going to do 2 more that way. Shoot! That way. How does that one go to that one?
This one goes...
Look how big in it.
Yeah, thanks for having us, William. Really appreciate it.
This is really nice.
This is really interesting. Quite an operation. If you ever get close to freezing again, you can call me too. I have a big like torpedo heater, they're called. Those propane ones. Those put out a lot of heat.
Yeah.
Good cookie. Thank you.
Amazing cookie.
So we just left our Amish friend's house. They showed us their greenhouse, a big commercial style greenhouse, and we learned some new Pennsylvania Dutch German words. Bloom, B-L-U-M, is flower. And they were so nice, they gave us some cookies and this bread. They put it in this, but this is homemade bread. Not only is it homemade, it's fresh out of the oven. There's steam coming off it. It's so warm. It's so good. We really have to up our game.
Yeah, that was extremely impressive.
These are the ones I got yesterday. $6 per flat. Isn't it $6 for one at the other thing?
Yep.
You gonna check them first? Somebody picked all of the marshmallows out of some Lucky Charms. You can have a bowl of just the marshmallows.
I bought some canning jars. They were $10, but I bought a whole pack of strawberries that I'm going to be making jelly out of. These are fresh strawberries that cost $6 for the whole pallet.
$6 for 8 of them. I gotta try one of those.
We got 2 pallets.
They're really good.
Yeah, it is. Holy cow.
She got all these because she's gonna make jam. Plus, it's a heck of a deal.
Yep.
Wouldn't this alone be about $6?
Yeah.
At Walmart? She got all of these for $6.
Yep.
Here we have our fresh baked bread. We got to plant some flowers and doing different flower arrangements. The girls had a good time doing that.
Yeah, that was really awesome.
And then we just got a heck of a deal at the Amish Grocery Store. Check out the Amish Grocery Store near you, right, Jen?
Actually, Amish Grocery.
Amish Grocery Store near you. Everyone's gonna say, oh, there's none near me. Our old house we used to live in Beloit, southern Wisconsin, there was one down the road. Westfield, there's one. In Westfield, there's one here. There's one down the road. We still gotta stop at the bakery, don't we, Jen?
Yeah, we have to.
You gotta look that up. It's right there. You just passed it. You just passed it.
Okay, I'll try. You have to really seriously look it up and see.
You have to ask around and see. Some of them you can't look up because obviously they don't have a website, but they are all over Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Ohio, all over the Midwest. There's Amish grocery stores everywhere. See that big tree down there?
I know.
You see that big tree right there? That's what we cut yesterday.
No.
Yeah. That one right there.
Wow.
Shut the door quick, don't let all the heat up.
I want one. That's an onion. Onion.
It's all warm, Jen. That's a whoopie pie.
I don't know. A whoopie pie.
You want a whoopie pie?
No, but can I get a Rice Krispie? Are you getting another one?
So we just went to the Amish bakery and Jen got some cinnamon raisin bread.
Yeah.
Emma got a Rice Krispie treat. Where's that pretzel? We got a huge pretzel. Now we're all gonna get fat, right, Jen?
No.
We got all of these strawberries for $6 a flat. You normally can't get one container for hardly $6 nowadays. What are we doing, Jed?
I'm gonna crush these up and make jam out of it. I'm gonna put them in the blender, mix them up really well. So you're gonna wanna get some pectin. Okay, so I have 5 cups of pureed strawberries in here. And then I have sugar, so it's calling for 7 cups of sugar, my goodness. So just follow your recipe completely to get it all done. So I have this on high heat. I'm gonna have it to a rolling boil, and then I'm gonna add my pectin. And you wanna make sure you add the proper amount of sugar. And then once it goes, you're gonna wanna keep stirring it for a full minute once it starts rumbling, boiling. Okay, so I let this boil for a full minute. Then I put a little bit on a plate to see if I could test it to make sure it was done. So I put it on a plate, put it in the freezer, and then it says to rub your finger through it. My fingers are clean, I'm not gonna use it anyway. Rub your fingers through it, and then if you have a line that follows you, or goes in, then it's not done. You can see it did not go anywhere. So this one is done. So the next thing I gotta do is fill up my jar. Be very careful, you don't wanna put this all over the place. And I'm trying to do this one-handed, holding the camera, so we will see how this goes. And then just pour it in here. I'm gonna put the cover on and then the seal on top of it. And then I'm gonna put it in this water bath that I have going here. Ooh, I fogged it up a little bit. And then I'm gonna let that go for 10 minutes.
Jukapoy. Jukapoy. So we just got a call from our friends. We were just over at their place. They planted 80,000 onion seeds and a whole bunch of flowers, and it was really fun, but they're really worried, and we were worried too when we left, that it's gonna freeze tonight. What are we, in the middle of March?
Yeah.
And it was literally the coldest day of the year. We have a big wood heater, but it's not keeping up, and they're really worried it's gonna freeze. I told them I have this propane torpedo heater, and I'm also bringing one of these headlamps. The company sent me a couple of these headlamps, and interestingly, the Amish love headlamps. They use them all the time. Little battery powered ones are allowed, and I have 2 of these. I don't need 2 of them. I also have this really cool one from Lead Lenser, and this thing is a couple thousand lumen. It's so bright. So I'm gonna bring this one with too, just to show them and to test it out, because it'll probably be dark when we're there. All right, so here's what we came up with. I have this, I think they call it a torpedo heater. It's a propane heater with a little electric fan on it, but our friends are Amish and they don't use electricity. But I also have a little battery box, you guys have seen it on the channel before, and a generator I brought with. I'm trying to be extra safe. This is their livelihood, so if this thing goes out in an hour or something because I didn't bring enough power, we're gonna have problems. They don't usually use generators, but in the case of this, in an emergency, they would, I think, probably use it. And in addition to the propane heater, I just had to get a new propane tank. Mine was empty. I have 2 extras at home, but we're using one at the dog kennel right now. And Quick Trip didn't have any propane. And then I went to the dollar store, the only other place in town, and she was like, no, we don't have any. And then she looked, and luckily there was 1 tank left in the back. This thing will probably do it all night. Okay. So this, he's checking it, and then he sees.
Yeah, that way he wouldn't be burning as much gas.
And then you have to press. So you hear that? You hear the gas going, and then you push this. We got some video, but it's very dark. No lights. We were able to get the propane heater set up and working. It's got a new propane tank in it, so that thing should go all night. So I feel a lot better about it. It was pretty warm in there still.
It was, but it was not warm enough.
It wasn't as warm as it was earlier. They'd put some plastic up. So
I made some jelly today, and it's kind of silly giving the Amish jelly, but she really appreciated it. She said, you know what, we have fresh fruit, but we consume it all the time, and I don't have time to make jelly, so she really appreciated it. So it's gonna be, you know, she gave us bread today, and we had the jelly on the bread, and that was amazing. So she was really happy that, you know, we gave her that, so it's just kind of neat.
Yeah, when they had us over for dinner, they had orange marmalade.
Marmalade, oh my god.
What is marmalade? Is it just orange jelly?
Well, it's got like chunks in it, so I don't know.
It was delicious. It was on homemade bread. Oh man, I still think about that dinner. It's a great dinner. Homemade bread, orange marmalade.
You want to talk about their food? You want to talk about their
mashed potatoes?
No, their pecan pie.
Venison meatballs, mashed potatoes with gravy, homemade coleslaw.
Can we go back?
Pecan pie and homemade ice cream they made right there on the spot. Vanilla ice cream, pecan pie. Ooh, it was so good. Hey! Hey! Go potty! Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good.
I'm gonna pick this.
There's the stuff up in here if you want to pick it up.
Is that the buggy you were building?
That's mine. I built that 2 years.
Oh
A year ago.
So thankfully the seeds survived through the night and looks like they'll be just okay. We had a great time in the Amish community. We have a playlist in the description below for more videos just like this. Please be sure to subscribe and share these videos with a friend. And here's some of our favorite photographs we've taken on and around our homestead this week.